Yo, what is good? My anime people, what is good, yo? Yo, let's talk about our Prince of Darkness showing up and absolutely showing out this week, sticking by his ideals. We are looking at the first prince who actually wants to save people's lives and be able to do it without having any real um there's no one who's going to question it now that he has the great sword and he's proved himself to be the true candidate and stuff like that. So it's really looking like we're finally going to see what potential this show has when it comes down to, is the Prince of Darkness going to be able to make friends with the Queen of Light right off the bat. And I think there's probably going to be some type of attack that happens to more or less show that that's his life is, he's more or less trying to be dedicated to helping than he would be to trying to take out people as the Darkness King would. So maybe that's going to be the way to show her that he's worth, worth looking into in the case of having him as help, or hoping that he's down low protecting people as much as she protects her people up top. I really just want to know what this show is getting at, besides the fact that there's one King of Darkness and there's someone else who's roaming around like he is a king. This giant dragon monster that we haven't seen in a while. But to be fair, the man or the beast is absolutely nutty. Even the King of Darkness kind of can't mess with him in the case of they just recognize him, right? They're just like, oh yeah, that guy. We're gonna have to snuff that guy out sooner or later. But there's no way they're gonna just outright try to fight him, seeing how he wiped out like every person that tried him at the on the other side of the spectrum of just him going against different people that are supposed to protect. We don't know if he actually has somebody that he follows, or if it's literally just him being him and he's like, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna cause some ruckus because I can, because I'm strong enough to get away with it. Um, which is what it kind of feels like, right? It just feels like he has enough power to do whatever he wants, so far as if anyone tries to stop him, it ain't gonna turn out too good. But with that being said, seeing the prince pretty much not try to kill anybody and still wind up winning it all just kind of puts into perspective how great of a leader he's going to be for the people that are just, nobodies to the King of Darkness, who sees them as pretty much fodder. Um, all that stuff is getting thrown out the window when it comes down to him taking the reign. Everybody's going to have some reason to be protected. Everybody's going to probably, really enjoy him being the leader as much as he can, when he can, because no one that's in front of him is not getting a little bit of support. And that's just what he wants in the world. He wants any and everybody to get treated well so they can actually live and prosper, unlike the village that he was in, that he wasn't strong enough to actually stop it from happening. So it's one of those types of stories where sure, he couldn't have stopped it the first time, but now that he's got power, he's going to use every single ounce of it, um, until he finds out, just what the heck is actually happening, right? Not only what's happening, but if he can actually destroy all of the things that are going to keep causing these problems as a whole. That's really what I see with his character, and I like it a lot. But at the same time, anything could happen. Uh, I have a feeling that the Darkness King isn't just going to be pushed out of the way or taken out of the story that quickly. I feel like he should be around for some time and be something that our prince could fight. Like he should be able to like test his strength against him maybe, but then just understand how outclassed he is. And then it comes to you say that, and we see the backstory of how the princess or the queen got chosen, and we see the darkness power pretty much rising all the way up top to where they were, and no one, no one really noticed it besides the girl because she was right there. But it feels like it was an attack on her, right? Like it felt like it was going directly towards her at that moment, and that's when I knew she was probably being targeted by the someone down low that had that power, which it seemed more or less like the Darkness King. Um, but she dispelled it by herself. So, and while she supposedly wasn't the successor like the queen, so whatever power she had, she made it work and stopped everything. That was pretty nutty, and I think it's very telling of why she probably was attacked in the first place. Being able to maybe sense her up there and seeing that she was alone, the Darkness King tried to make his move and still wasn't enough to try to snuff her out from being chosen as the next queen. It would be like if light just traveled down to the world of darkness and then found the Prince of Darkness, engulfed him, tried to take him out, and then all of a sudden he beats it and it just disappears, you know. So it's a very interesting way of saying there's probably someone out there that already knew about her and wanted her gone before time was on her side. But because it didn't work out that way, you just gotta keep rolling with the punches and figure out another way to actually take this person out. So we'll see how all this turns out. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing just how they handle all of these characters, because as of right now, I'm pretty sure it's safe to say the Prince of Darkness is a freaking monster when it comes down to using the sword. Um, it just now needs to be established on what can he do with this other sword? What can he do with the sword of, you know, oh, you've been chosen and this great sword of darkness is, you know, like what does it give him? Because as you can see, like in the opener songs and stuff like that, he has like black wings. But I thought that was kind of a way just to showcase the difference between the good and the evil, and then kind of showing that the evil side, the person that's wearing all black and you know has black wings, is still relatively good and wants the best for people, not even just people, but demons as well. So I don't think you can ask for a better leader, someone who actually doesn't care to discriminate against whoever you are. If he sees you're gonna die, he will never stand there and just watch it happen. So we have a very, very particular person who wants that, and now that he's even been tested by people within the test, just to see if his ideals were strong after he spouted them, he has someone that knows just how willing he is to do this. Not to mention, this seems like a pretty normal thing to do in the candidacy, is to kill each other, have people die throughout the whole entire thing. And the one thing he didn't allow was one of those people to actually lose their life, which is pretty crazy to say, seeing how he really didn't push forward and he let everybody else go ahead of him, but he still ended up with the most kills out of everybody. And then after killing the most people and taking, like, protecting while he was trying to win the role, he still ends up showcasing his morals and, like, what his goals are of saving people by just doing what he wanted to do during this. And that's the truly scary part about this character is as soon as he gets more and more power, nothing he doesn't want to happen seems like it'll be out of his control if things keep going this way. So definitely interested in seeing what you guys are saying about this show. Overall, I hope you guys are having an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case is when you're watching this. I will try to get out whatever I can as soon as possible. And with that being said, take care and peace.